Good evening, everyone. First of all, I want to request you to subscribe our school channel if you have not done earlier. So please, you are requested again to subscribe the same. Today, we will discuss about the directing chapter, its meaning, characteristics, and importance. Other points we will discuss in the next video. So let's start for today. About the meaning of directing. What directing is? Here it is given that an important function of management which includes instructing, guiding, communicating and inspiring people to achieve the pre-decided objectives may be considered as the directing. It's an important function of management. Out of all 5 functions, one is the planning, second one is the organizing, third one is the staffing, and fourth one is the directing, and next is the communication. So here the directing includes the instructing to whom? To the employees, guiding to whom? To the employees, to the subordinates, and communicating from superior to subordinate or subordinate to superior, as well as inspiring the people. It means leadership qualities are also required for what? To achieve the pre-decided objectives, that are the organizational objectives. Sorry. Next is the definition of directing. Here Kunz O'Donnell has given the definition of directing. That directing is the executive function of guiding and observing the subordinates. Since it is the executive function, because the manager level function it is called at that this is the management function, and the management are involved to execute the organization, and for this purpose they are supposed to guide and observe the subordinate. It means the subordinate work is supposed to be observed. Next, Ernest Dale has given the definition of directing, that in a very explanatory form he has given the explanation about the directing, that what directing is. He has explained this one that directing is telling people what to do and seeing that they do it to the best of their ability. It includes making assignments, explaining procedures, seeing that mistakes are corrected, providing on the job instructions, and of course issuing the orders. It means so many functions are involved in the directing. We can just understand by reading this particular definition given by the Ernest Dale, that directing is first of all that telling the people what to do. It means task, firstly the objectives we will have to elaborate as a manager to the subordinates, and then after seeing that they do it to the best of their ability. That first of all that they are doing to the best of their ability or not. Next thing, it includes making assignments for what the work is to be completed, explaining the procedures by which the work is to be completed, and seeing that mistakes are corrected. It means observation is also required. As well, providing on the job instruction. It means while they are performing the job, if instructions are required for that, what the procedure is to be adopted, as well as if any mistakes is for the performing the job, it means sometime the on the job training is required, so that is also to be given at the same time. And of course issuing the orders, because without orders the subordinates are not going to initiate the work. It means that is also the consideration under the directing process. Next, about the characteristics of directing. So very important characteristics given over here about the directing, that directing initiates the action. First of all, it's a very you have seen that in the scooty, it means the scooty or bike which is standing or somewhere, and then after you are coming and then after you are putting the key and then you are turning it on. It means you are just turning the ignition on. Then after it initiates, it means it starts, and then after you may start your riding. In the same way directing works, that directing initiates the action. Here it is given that after completing the staffing function of management, the important question that arises is as to how the entire human machinery will move. It means through the directing only, when the managers are just going to elaborate the work, that how the work is to be done. In this way, when after getting understand by the instruction from the managers or the directors, we can say, then after the peoples or the staff is just going to initiate the action. So that's why we can say that directing is only the thing which is just going to initiate the action. Next, it integrates the employees' efforts. Integration means bringing together. It means bringing together the efforts of the all employees from the different departments. So here's directing is there, which is just going to direct. It means bringing all the efforts in the same way, on the same pattern, that each and everyone is working in the organization for the purpose of the organizational goal achievement. So integration of the efforts in concern to the achievement of organizational goal, it's very important over there. Next thing, means of motivation. The motivation is the element of the directing. Without motivation, directing is not possible, and we can observe that motivation being an element of the directing. Also, when the peoples are going to be motivated, when the peoples are getting any inspiration to do the work, then after they start working, so this is also the part of the directing. So we may consider the directing as the means of motivation. Next thing, brings stability and balance in the organization. Because without communication, whatever the things are in the mind of the manager or in the mind of the workers, that are they, when they are just going to share their views, ideas and anything, then only any confusion may resolve. So in this way, for developing the faith among the managers and workers, directing playing a vital role through the communication. So that's why we may consider it that directing brings the stability and balance in the organization. Next thing, facilitates changes. It's a human nature that being a human, the persons are not ready to accept each and everything. So in this concern, we may consider that when the managers are just going to communicate the things, when suppose that they want to just change the technology in the organization, so first of all, when they will take the subordinates into the faith by telling them the advantage of the new technology, and then after that subordinates are just going to elaborate the things to the workers also, then easily the changes will be adopted by the workers. So we can consider over here that directing facilitates the changes. Next thing, continuous process. Instructing the people, inspiring the people, guiding the people is not the one day task. It's not. So we may consider over here that directing is a continuous process. Regularly till the operation of the organization, the managers or we can say the directors will have to involve in the process of directing. Next thing, flows from top to bottom. Since there is the matter of the observation, it's a matter of the issuing instruction, it's a matter of the inspiring the people. So oftenly it is being found that directing flows from top to bottom. It means from the top level to the subordinates, it's just going to flow. So that's why we may consider over here the directing, that mostly the observation is the part of the management only. So that's why managers are just going to observe to the subordinates, then after subordinate to their subordinates. So this process is going on. So that's why we may consider over here that directing flows from top to bottom. Next thing, take place at every level of the management. Top level management is just going to observe, inspire and instruct to the middle level management. Then after middle level involved in the same process for the supervisory level management. Afterward, the supervisory level management is just involved in the same process to motivate, to to communicate, to instruct, to inspire to the workers. So that's why we may consider over here that directing takes place at every level of management. Sorry. Next, about the importance of directing. It's also very important thing that why the management must involve in the process of the directing. So first of all, here it is given that it initiates the action. In the features also we have understand. Here again we will understand the employees are appointed up to the first three functions of the management: planning, organizing and staffing. But they cannot commence their job until they are not informed about what to do and how to do. This is very important thing. I have told you that without the key the bike will not start and you cannot ride over there. So in the same pattern we may consider over here that the directors are just using the key of motivation to involve the staff into the work. Then only the peoples are involved for working. Next thing, it is given that it integrates the employees' efforts. Many employees work in the organization. The activities of all correlated. Success of an organization is possible only when everybody does their job efficiently. I have told you that management is a teamwork in the first chapter. So if any one employee in the employees chain does not perform up to the mark, it adversely affects in the performance of the remaining employees. We may consider the strength of any chain is such a way at the particular, we may consider the particular key in the particular chain which is the most weak. So we may consider over here that each and every employee's efforts since are to be considered for the success of the organization. So that's why every employee are supposed to be motivated, and integration of their efforts is only possible through the directing process. It's essential to establish the coordination among all activities. The manager establishes this coordination by supervising, providing good leadership, motivating and exchanging ideas with the subordinates. So this is only the thing by which the directors or managers, we may consider that they are involved for integrating the efforts of their subordinates or the employees of the organization. Next thing, it is the means of motivation. That objective of an organization can only be achieved by the motivated employees only. The human resource is a very important resource among all, like the physical resource, like the material resource. The human resource is very important. So the human resource will only involve in the working when they will get motivated. So motivated employee work with the full dedication and with the feel of belongingness. So we may consider this is only possible through the process of the directing only. Without directing, the motivation is not possible, because directing function does not mean giving the orders only, but through the direction and instruction the supervisors try to motivate the employees to perform their best ability. It is a very important element of directing and function to develop the fields of belongingness and encourage the employees to perform their best ability. This is only possible through the motivation. When we can consider that creating the belongingness, creating the attachment with the organization is only possible when interpersonal communications is going to be started by the management. It is only the process. Communication is also the element of the directing. So on the behalf of the directing only, the employees will be motivated. So we may consider over here that directing is very important for the purpose of motivation. Next thing, it facilitates implementing changes. I have told you that being a human, it's not possible that without motivation the peoples are adopting the changes. So for implementation of the changes, first of all we will have to take in faith of our employees, and then after the motivated employees will give the best to the organization, and easily they will adopt the changes which are going on. Next thing, it creates a balance in the organization between the individuals and the management. Like the features also, it is the importance of directing that developing the cordial relation among the management between the management as well as the individual is only possible through the directing, that with the communication, developing the communication only, the balance may be developed in the organization, that both are having the faith on each other, and workers will think that this is my organization. If the organization will flourish, so certainly our importance, our reputation will also increases, and also management will think that these are my employees, they are like the family members, and also when they will be in difficulties, so certainly this impact will come in our organization, and certainly the productivity will goes to the decline. So for developing the faith between the management and the workers or individuals, also the balance may be created on the behalf of the communication, which is the element of directing. So we may consider over here that directing is a very important function of the management. Without directing, the management, all other management functions cannot be performed well in manner for the success of any organization. Thank you very much for your patience hearing. And again I will request to you that subscribe our school channel. Okay, thank you.